24 hours Lamuna race.
Look who we found here, Mr. Mzansi. Mr. Mzansi, how's it going out there? 24 hours, a long time.
It's hectic. I tell you what, this is something that people should experience that do motor racing. You know, it's just pace yourself. It's not a sprint race. And everybody that thought it was a sprint race, when it came to 10 hours, 11 hours, their cars bombed out.
That's right.
But the experience you get out of us and the people you're hanging out with, just look at all the awesome people out here.
The atmosphere, everything is amazing.
I tell you, this is one of the best feelings once again that I'm having in motor racing, and I will help promote this in every way because it was just so nice.
Ivan, you guys came up with 10 grand for the fastest lap time. Is that a on the 230 or could it be a sub 230 time?
I'm hoping sub 230 time.
Right, well, we know there are some people who are going to get slapped with extra laps at the end because they've gone way below the sub 230s.
Yeah, so the whole strategy there was to get the guys to chase the laps so they can delete the times and maybe we won't be stone last.
Thomas Falconer, Times Life Motoring, welcome down to the Red Star Raceway.
It's great to be here. I mean, I've been here for what seems like 2 weeks. It's probably been about, 20 hours. We're entering the last stages of the 24 hours of Lamuna, and it's been a wild ride.
It really has been very well organized. I think the event has been put together. You know, Red Star, Mark from Phoenix, they've done an absolute fantastic job.
Very good job. It's fantastic to see so many cars out here, so many keen and enthusiastic people. So it's been it's been quite a special motoring event, and I think it's the first 24-hour endurance race in Africa.
That it is,
Yeah.
most certainly. It most certainly is.
We made up some time last night. We moved from 26th up to 17th, and then our clutch started to slip. We thought it was maybe just a cable adjustment. Unfortunately, it wasn't. It was a gearbox seal that was spilling oil onto the actual clutch, causing it to slip. So we had to park the car for 4 hours. We had to go all the way to Pretoria to go pick up a spare part, and we put it in. Car's back on track. I think we're running 29th or 30th at the moment, so we just need to bring the car home.
How was your night? Did everything go as to plan?
Yeah, it was a good night, very, very cold.
Absolutely.
Yeah, our first car got up to 7th at one stage, and we had a couple of mechanicals, couple of issues. This car over here went window bashing, lost the radiator, and eventually we lost the motor, so that one's out. But our number 30 car is still doing very well.
It's just got over a 2.5 hour shift, so feeling a bit fragile. The coffee helps, and gonna grab a bite to eat now. Yeah.
We're nursing it, eh? We're trying to keep the RPMs under 4,000 just to bring it home. Yeah.
We're entering into the last few laps of this race, folks. We've got about 5 minutes of this race left over to be exactly on 24 hours. It's about a 230, 240 lap around the Red Star Raceway, and we are getting ready with the green flag to welcome home the lead car. We can tell you right now that you've just picked there the number 11 Big Boss Auto. Renault Sandero is currently the lead car. Can he hold on for these extra 2 laps? And let's just check that one out. The taxi's still going right through the night, still doing a good job. And as we said much earlier in the interviews here, it's all about reliability. Creative Inc., they're going to be penalized many laps. Oh, shame, man, right at the end, yeah. Can the 120 keep it going on the final lap of this 24-hour Lamuna Challenge? Brought to you by MF Auto, Insure Risk, Sianda Petroleum, and Tire Mark in Menlyn. Another good shot there of the taxi coming through on probably his final lap of the race as well. We any time now should see the green flag, the checkered flag I should say. We had the green flag many times through the race after certain safety cars, but we are now heading towards that checkered flag. 1 or 2 cars still coming out the pits, doing a quick stop there for that final lap of this race. With 24 hours now beckoning to the second, these cars are all now going to head down on the last lap. We are waiting for the checkered flag to come out, which may not be for the race leader. Oh, running a bit wide there. But here comes the 24 hours. The flag is out. And there we have the cars now crossing the checkered flag. 24 hours done and dusted. What we'll do now is they'll go back to the lap scorers, and those cars that we spoke about doing the sub 230s, laps will be deducted from them. So not necessarily the car crossing the checkered flag will be the winner, but we will do that calculation of deducting laps and then bring you the overall results. A fantastic job here by all these drivers, the teams, the organizers, everybody. We do see Mark Castrol there from Phoenix Events. He is the man who put this whole dream together, and he is the man waving the checkered flag after exactly 24 hours. Lamuna race. Looking at the cars now are on the parade lap. Even the cars that expired during the race meeting, they have come out and are doing a parade lap on the back of their tow cars. Bringing this car home after 24 hours with minimal problems. Here we go. Well done. Congratulations, boys. How does it feel being the first ever winner of the first ever 24-hour Lamuna Challenge?
Oh, it's awesome, man. It's one of those experiences that you can't basically express. Big shout out to the team. Without them, nothing would have been possible. Ellen, as you see, Ellen Sue, yours was that. My little Jagger Robinson, myself, we put it together with one of the slowest cars, and it's played together.
Number one.
Right, so we're moving to prize giving, which was a very emotional effect here. All the drivers, the teams, the spectators were all just so happy that 24 hours was done and dusted, and that they managed to bring the cars home. So at prize giving, we see everybody hanging around. Yes, and it's time for one of those cold ones. All the teams are coming up, and obviously it's Mike Castrol, the man who will be doing the prize giving. And this man, hats off to you for organizing such a well-run event, and also to the Red Star Raceway for hosting this. The facilities here have been absolutely amazing. The Wealth Group took third, Car Track took second in the Mini, and overall winner in the Renault Sandero was Team Big Boss Auto. Right, on our results there, we'll just run through from 12th position. That's fun. Team That's Fun. Then we had Team Shaya Imoto, Mr. Mzansi. Acme Racing came home in 10th. 9th place was Dash Racing in the MX-5. Team NGL 410 came home in 8th. 7th place, the V8 Sprint Car drivers in that 1400 Raceview Motors car, coming home 7th. 6th place, Flybys in the BMW. Insure Risk Racing came home in 5th. 4th place was Chamber 77. The Wealth Group took 3rd. Car Track took 2nd in the Mini. And overall winner in the Renault Sandero was Team Big Boss Auto.
Hi everyone, and we come to the end of an exciting weekend here at Red Star Raceway. Our MF Autobody 24-hour Lamuna race at Red Star Raceway has all come to an end, and this is how I feel. And I'm sitting here with the winners from the Big Boss Auto team, I would say. You're the Big Boss Auto team?
Yeah, we're the Big Boss Auto
Devon,
team.
you can, we're a meter apart, so you can pull down your masks and we can have a normal chat now. We are. You can't see there, but I can guarantee you we are. Devon, tell us a bit about your race. How did you get into it? Why? What happened? Just give us a quick rundown.
Well, firstly, the team name sums it all. Bullshit racing. I don't think many would like bullshit racing as a whole, but it was a thumbsuck of a name. We got our lucky number 11. Ellen Sue actually brought us. He can unfortunately not make it tonight, but he brought us into the whole thing of the 24-hour of Lamuna, and we were like, "Do you realize how long 24 hours of racing is?" And he was like, "Yeah, no, it can't be that bad." until we finished the race, and then you quickly realize how long.
And how long ago was this when he asked you guys to join in?
Probably about 3 months ago, he came up with this random plan, because they actually contacted him because they had somebody withdraw. So we found a spot from somebody that actually had withdrawn. So
then we had, I think, 2 15-year-olds. One raced with me, and there's our other 15-year-old sitting. What's your story, my boy? Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun?
It was a very lucky experience to do. 24 hours turned out to be a lot longer than I expected it to be, because we still tested on the Monday and we did a 2 hour, and I still said to them, 2 hours isn't bad, but when you do multiple 2 hour stints of no sleep, it becomes a very long time to sit and do.
And Mr. Yozo at the end there.
Yes.
I believe it was your first time in a race car around the circuit.
100%, that is correct.
And?
It was fun. It was scary in the beginning, especially on Friday when we did practice, and where I was doing a 240 in the day and then I went at night. Then we started all having a heart attack because I was doing 3 minutes. So then we just got used to it and stuff, and it was going good. I lasted longer than I thought I would in a car, but it was going.
Did you have fun?
Yes. 100%.
I think everybody had a absolute. When after the 23 hours, when did you guys actually know you guys are in the lead? You guys can win it.
Well, basically we went into the lead with about 6 hours to go. We had a wheel that came off one of our fellow competitors and actually bumped the car in the side, which took the lead car out of the lead. He hit the wheel behind us as a static wheel, and it cost him, I think, 20 odd laps in the pits trying to fix the radiator and that.
It was the
BMW, the 555 car, and we stole the lead from them, and we didn't look back from there.
Tell everyone out there, how many kilowatts does this little Renault make?
Well, the saddest thing is it weighs 1,100 kilos. It makes 50.8 kilowatts on the wheels, and we did 1,948 k's.
That's not sad. That's absolutely fantastic.
No, it's sad. I mean, if you think of it, we were literally doing, if not 15, 20 k's an hour slower than most cars down the back straight. Yeah. But it just kept going, lap after lap after lap. Everyone was like, when I pitched the idea, let's take a Renault, they were like, oh my goodness, a Renault? You think it's can? And they were all dead quiet at the end of the event, and they were giving that pat on the bonnet to say, well done.
Shaggy, you come out of M3 into a 50 kilowatt car. What did that feel like?
Very slow. Because when I first learned to drive in this exact car. So going back to the route where I started from, still to have driven all the other cars that I've driven now, to climb into something like this, you get very bored. But believe me, when you do 2 hour stints, you have to keep focused no matter what car you drive. To try and do 2 hours in a car, whether it's doing 240s or 2 minutes, the level of concentration with the amount of people you had to pass was still as high as racing the M3.
How many hours did you do in the dark?
In the dark, I did one stint going into the dark, which I think was from like 10 to 12 o'clock, and then I did one where it was going into the morning, so probably 3.5 hours.
We come to a sad end of this weekend. It was so great. I'd like to thank Upward Spiral for the sponsorship of the TV coverage that we've got here, and I'd like to thank you guys, and a very, very well done. Mark Kestel was the organizer of this event from Phoenix. I wish I had him here today. Unfortunately, he could not be here, but we will definitely talk to him and hear what's plans for next year, and I'm sure many, many people want to be on board with this. This was one awesome, the best event I've ever been to. My name is Ismail Peck, National Motorsport Mzansi, over and out.